What books should you be reading in November? I'm glad you're here. Hi, I'm Amy Murray from Teaching Exceptional Kinders, and I'm here to chat about my 5 favorite books for the November Thanksgiving time in kindergarten. So kindergarten is a fun and active place, and the books and read alouds should be as well. So the first book I have, before I get too far into my book, you'll find all the links down below. They are Amazon affiliate links. But you can shop all the links there, and also my blog post where I go into a little bit more detail and have some free printables that you can use with the books as well. While you're down there, please like and subscribe. That lets YouTube know that other kindergarten teachers will find this helpful as well. All right, so let's take a look. My first book pairs so well with the Turkey Disguise Project. I'll link that down below for you as well. It's a fun one you can do either in class or send it home with students. There's also a seesaw version included in case you'd like to do it just in class. I made that during COVID because we had to come up with something so kids could still do their turkeys. So that book is Turkey Trouble by Wendy Silvano. Turkey Trouble is a fun story about a turkey who knows he is going to be Thanksgiving dinner, and so he goes through the book pretending to be other animals and other things so he does not become dinner. And, spoiler alert, he is successful. At the end, they have pizza instead of turkey for dinner. It's a fun book, great illustrations, and it's super silly. So then your students can disguise their turkeys. Here are some examples that we had done in our classroom. And it makes things fun. You can send it home as a family project if you see this early enough in November, and families can get really creative with it, or you can just do it in class with materials you have there. All right, let's switch gears for a second and chat nonfiction. It's also fun to talk about turkeys in general in November so kids can learn more about the birds. They're very interesting birds, actually. Excuse me. This is one of my favorite nonfiction turkey books. Okay, it's Animals on the Farm, and so if you want to do a unit on farm animals, they have all different books. But it's interesting. I don't know if turkeys are wild in your neck of the woods where you live, but they are here in Pennsylvania. So we see turkeys in the woods, and flocks of turkeys are not like uncommon around here. In fact, the other morning I had to stop and let a little flock go across the street. So we are fairly familiar with turkeys, but this is a nice kindergarten level book that explains turkeys and how they grow from babies to becoming big turkeys, with all the real photographs, which is nice contrast to, you know, the cartoon drawings that they're used to. All right, back to, sorry, my book's gonna fall down. Back to some more fiction stories. This is one of my all-time favorite November read alouds, and it is a series. There are a few of these. This one is called The Great Turkey Race, and it's about these 3 turkeys who are having a competition to see who can be the best turkey and be the Thanksgiving turkey. And somewhere along the line, they realize, 2 of them realize maybe this isn't what they want. Maybe they don't want to be the Thanksgiving turkey, and they go through all of the antics there. And again, they win, and they have stew instead of turkey for dinner in this story as well. But it's just a fun, lighthearted story. And what I liked about this was we read this story and did some activities together, and then I could leave the follow-up, the sequel books, for substitutes and things like that in my emergency sub plans because it was easy to pull out and the kids were familiar with the characters. So that's a great option as well. Next up is This Is the Turkey. It's sort of a poem and it's lots of rhyming, so it ties in nicely with ELA and phonics activities there. But this turkey goes on, or in the air. Oh no, I was going to say on a ride, but through the air. And it's just talking about the food. that we eat at Thanksgiving and all the people that you get together with at Thanksgiving, and then how the guests go home. And it just sort of takes you through what Thanksgiving is like. So it lends itself nicely to talking about what's Thanksgiving like at your house. What do you guys do? What do you eat? What's your favorite part of Thanksgiving, and all of those kinds of things. And our last one is Bear Says Thanks. I love Bear. He is so fun to read about. Karma Wilson writes cute stories, and Jane Chapman's illustrations are just so good. So good. And so in this story, we have Bear all alone in his cave, and he is bored. And he misses all of his friends. So he thinks that I'll make a dinner, but the cupboard's bare. And he just goes through. A mouse stops by with pie, and Bear says thanks. And then all throughout the book, he finds different reasons to say thanks. And all of his friends make their way in. But he feels sad that he doesn't have yummy treats to share with them. But then they all get along at the end. And there's enough to share with the dear bear. And it's just a nice story, and then you can chat about giving thanks and things that you're thankful for, and how it's important to be thankful for the things that we have, and all of that. So those are my favorite books for the month of November in kindergarten. Like I said, the blog post is also down below with a couple more recommendations and some freebies, some free printables that you can print off and use in your classroom as well. So while you're down there, please make sure you like and subscribe. If you need to get in touch with me, here is all of my contact information. Until next time, have an exceptional day.